Warning, there is a good chance Bitcoin Mike has no idea what he's talking about. Do your own research. Enjoy the show. Thank you. All right, folks, let's do a little crypto prediction video where I think crypto is going to be in 2023, 2024. As you guys know, I started this YouTube channel about a year ago, maybe like 9 months ago. And the whole point of this YouTube channel is to save people from being the dumb money, to save people from getting led astray from the crypto YouTubers like Crypto Banter, BitBoy, all these guys who just want you to do margin trading so they can make referral links. They just want you to buy their scammy projects they've been promoting, or all the venture capitalists who are behind them are trying to get you to buy so they can dump them on you, which we've seen over the last couple of years. Basically, in a nutshell, how to not be the dumb money and how to buy in a bear market and sell in the bull market. Last bull market, last year, I was begging people to sell their Cardano at $2, $3. People made fun of me. I was begging people to sell their Theta at over $7. People made fun of me. And those people are now basically shitting and their panties crying. So what is going to happen for 2023, 2024? Well, we have the Bitcoin halving coming up in 2024. If the Bitcoin halving repeats itself, Bitcoin could be near the bottom. Several on-chain analysts have hinted that Bitcoin is at or nearing the cycle bottom, which I've been saying for a long time. I think that bottom could actually be 15,000. Maybe we'll go down to 10,000. I don't know. I'm not Nostradamus, although I am wearing my Crypto Genie hat. Crypto cycles tend to bottom 517 to 547 days before the next halving event. The data from the halving counter reveals the halving event will come after 495 days. Experts believe that if Bitcoin halving history repeats, then the BTC cycle could be nearing its bottom soon. And this is why for the last 6 months, I've been telling people, look, just buy the dumps. Don't put all your money in, but just buy the dumps. Okay, what else are we seeing? We're seeing some of the biggest players of the last couple of years crashing. Amazon's down, Apple's down, everything's down. Tesla, the baby Tesla that Jim Cramer was fawning over for the last couple of years, is now down. It's at lows. Tesla's largest ever decline has short sellers sitting on $15 billion in profits. I've been begging people for the last couple of days. Now's a good time to get back into Tesla. All of these big players have crashed and they're near bottoms. Could they go lower? Maybe another 15, 20, 25% lower? Absolutely, Tesla and Bitcoin could go down more. But now is the time to be getting in. What you're doing right now is you're preparing. You're preparing for the next bull market. Here's a little CNBC clip I found where they are talking about inflation is basically going to be coming down pretty soon, and you need to be preparing for the future.
Expect a little bit more market downside here, but what we're talking about is what do we do in anticipation of the economy recovering? What's the timing on that? When do we get interested in small cap stocks and high yield bonds and consumer discretionary sector? That's the conversations we're having now, and we've had a little bit of difficulty pinpointing when the recession is going to start. We certainly think we're going to have one, a moderate one, and so for us, we're not trying to hide more, get more defensive. We're looking for when we're going to get more assertive.
And that's what the smart money is doing right now, folks. They're looking for opportunities leading into the next year. 2023 will probably be a shitty year for at least the first half, but I believe going into 2023, towards the end, second half, 2024, we're going to see a giant rebound in these markets. One reasoning because inflation is coming down. If inflation's already come down in the last couple months, think how much is going to come down in the next 6 months. The Fed will pivot. When the Fed pivots, you're going to see one of the biggest inflows of money coming back into the stock market and into Bitcoin, in my opinion, that you've ever seen. It's going to make your eyeballs pop out of your head, and that's what I am preparing for. The one thing you have to understand with people, you know, I read a story the other day that 70% of people are living paycheck to paycheck. That means 70% of the people on this planet, and I'm not talking about poor people. I'm talking about people making over $50,000 a year. In fact, I think the study was 60% of everybody making over $100,000 a year is living paycheck to paycheck. That's poor planning. That means people are incapable, or they choose not to plan. The way you make it investing is you plan. Right now it sucks, but I'm excited. Why am I excited? Because of what's going to happen next year or the year after. Yeah, the next 6 months might suck. I just see that as opportunity. I made my mistakes a couple years ago in crypto by selling too soon, not buying enough, and I'm not making that mistake again. So I'm here to save you guys from the dumb money. All you got to do right now is be buying the dips. It's as simple as that. We know the Fed's going to pivot forever. We know inflation's not going to last forever. We know eventually the stock market's going to go up. Yes, we may go into a recession. It may last for a couple months, maybe 6 months, but just keep buying. Just keep buying the dips. And Gareth Soloway, who's been calling this market spot on, does think Bitcoin and crypto will bottom first. So they will bottom, then the stock market. So that means Bitcoin will bottom before the stock market. That's how it always happens in these bear markets. Everyone right now thinks a recession is coming in 2023. And that's another problem, folks. When everybody thinks something's going to happen, a lot of times it doesn't. I remember during COVID-19, people actually said Bitcoin was going to zero. Some of the smartest people in Bitcoin said it was probably going down to $500. It went down to $3,400 and then shot right up from there. When everybody gets on that train, and that's why I always say I never want to jump on the stupid train of people. Once you have masses of people together, it's this dumb money. Groups of people together are the dumb money. It's always the dumb money. Now, whenever you get groups together, even if you go back to your college days, think of the frats. They were dumb. That was dumb people jumping off balconies, drinking, killing themselves with alcohol poisoning. Hedge fund groups, they're all dumb. They all get dumb and they do stupid things. You know, when you have a couple people together, smart things happen. When you have large groups together, you have wars, you have stupidity, you have people drinking themselves to death, and that's what you're seeing right now. All the dumb money is grouping together, and they're all afraid of a recession. Will we have a recession? Maybe, probably, maybe a small one, but I don't think it's going to be as big as people say or last as long as people say. Why? Because all the dumb money is expecting it. Whenever the masses, Jim Cramer, CNBC, is telling you something's going to happen, it's probably not going to happen as bad as you think. So, what do I think is going to happen with these markets? I don't know where Bitcoin's going to bottom out. I'd be shocked if it goes below $11,000 or $10,000, but I do see 2023. Going into 2023, the first half, I think we're going to bottom out in Bitcoin. I think we're going to have a flash crash with Bitcoin down to maybe 12,000, maybe 13,000. Hey, maybe it'll be 10,000. And I think all those strong hands right now that you think are strong are going to get out of Bitcoin, sell their bags. That's going to be max capitulation. You'll probably see Cardano down to 15 or 20 cents. BNB down to 150. You pick your coin, you knock 30, 40, 50% off that. That's where it's going to be. That's going to be max capitulation. From there, we're gonna boom back up. I think mid-2023, we're going to be back up to $25,000 for Bitcoin. I think we're going to hover around there for probably the next 4 to 5 months with little pumps and dumps in between. And then I think going into 2024 next year, getting closer to the halving, we're going to start that next bull market, and you're going to see Bitcoin 50, 60, 70, and eventually pass all-time highs, and these altcoins are going to rip it. $5, $10 Cardano, Theta up to $20, BNB $1,000 as long as it doesn't get labeled as security, and Ethereum back over $5,000. You need to plan for the future now. Stop thinking about tomorrow. It's like when you get a paycheck. Say your paycheck's $1,000 and you're thinking of all the things you can do right now with that paycheck. How about you just save that paycheck? Put it in the bank. Save it for a rainy day. Save it to buy Bitcoin. Stop wasting all your mind thinking about tomorrow or the next day. Think about a year or 2 years ahead. That's how people get rich in crypto. That's how people make it in investing. There's just too much dumb money out there right now. And you see it when people get in their paycheck, they buy a big screen TV, they buy a brand new car, they waste their money on this, they waste their money on that. That's people. That's that paycheck to paycheck mentality where you're not capable of thinking past a year. It's kind of like a dog or a monkey. We're human beings here. You got to be able to plan for the future. Think of where we're going to be in a year or 2 years, not where we're going to be next month or the month after or tomorrow. Think about the future. So the future is looking bright for crypto, and even a lot of these stocks that are down, like Tesla and Amazon, all these stocks, I think they're going to do just fine. Now is the time to be buying when everybody tells you it's not the time to be buying. So have money on the side, keep buying those dips. That's what I'm going to do, and we'll see what happens going into the new year. But I'm very, very bullish going into the second half of 2023. I think capitulation is coming very, very soon for Bitcoin. We're not there yet, but I think we're going to get there really, really soon, and then we're going to rocket ship back up to $25,000, $30,000, and we're going to stay there for a while, and then eventually go into the bull market. So let's see what happens. Not financial advice. This is just a Crypto Genie's prediction for 2023, 2024. Like and subscribe.